You wake up, put on your Ray-Ban Meta glasses. You're living all in. You realize you need coffee. So you say,
"Hey, Meta, how do I make a latte?"
Brew 2 shots of espresso.
After Meta AI gets you caffeinated, you're ready for some beats.
"Hey, Meta, play hip-hop music."
You head to meet some friends, but can't remember the place.
"Hey, Meta, call Eva."
Ray-Ban Meta glasses, the next generation of AI glasses. Just say, "Hey, Meta," to harness the power of Meta AI. Shop now at meta.com/smartglasses.
Light up your holidays with Vizio's 65-inch Quantum Smart TV, now just $449.99 at Target. Immerse yourself in a world of over 1 billion vibrant colors with quantum dot technology. Plus, wide viewing angle ensures everyone gets the perfect view during movie marathons, no matter where they sit. Stream your favorite festive songs from North Pole Radio using the built-in iHeartRadio app. But hurry, this deal won't last much longer. Give the gift of entertainment and get your Vizio 65-inch Quantum Smart TV for just $449.99 at Target today.
This football season, Bell Bank is giving one KFAN listener each week $1,000 to pay it forward to a charity of their choice. Just head over to KFAN.com keyword contest to learn more and enter today. That's KFAN.com keyword contest.
Short segment here. Welcome back to KFAN. Kevin Falness just walked in the door. He's ready to talk some Minnesota Wild hockey right around the corner. Hey, Falness, you like other stuff besides hockey, right?
I do. I like Charge. I just talked to Charge. He asked me who's my partner in Program Passer. I said Brett Blakemore. We both agreed it's going to be a disaster.
Oh, come on.
Oh, no. We have nothing in common. Really nothing. Packer fan, Vikings fan, old, young. Everything opposite, so we're in trouble.
I mean, yeah, Brett is getting pretty old.
Faithfulness.
I have zero, none. I suck. You're not much better. This is going to be awful.
Oh, come on!
I'm just kidding.
See, what happened to the camaraderie? See, you guys don't have the same vibe that me and you had, obviously.
100%.
We both dress the same.
The Drip Brother, yeah. We both dress the same.
We both have
same
similar hairstyles. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You love basketball. I don't.
You're in the lead basketball mind. You just like to give the rest of us a little bit of a break, so you're not like just cramming all your knowledge down our throats.
Exactly right, yep.
Well, we're going to talk Minnesota Wild hockey next segment, Kevin Falness. We like to call this segment a little bit of a mixed bag. Some sports stuff that don't necessarily deserve its own whole segment. Mixed in with some non-sports stuff. Do you watch any other sports besides
I do. Of course
hockey?
I do. Yes, I do. I'm not as well-versed as you in basketball or him in soccer, but yeah, I can talk other sports as well.
Did you watch the NFL Christmas games on Netflix over the holidays?
Here's my problem with that. Going to my parents' house, I had to figure out how to get Netflix on their television, and it's like trying to defuse an atom bomb. It was awful. And it doesn't sound like I missed much anyway, so we actually watched basketball. But yeah, the football was bad. I couldn't get Netflix on their TV. It was awful.
Yeah, you didn't miss a whole lot besides the Beyonce halftime show, which I know you're torn up about.
I would have wanted to see that.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you're in the Beyonce mind. But, I mean, apparently it did pretty well. You're like the only person in America that didn't watch it. They said it set a viewership record. 65 million people tuned in to watch the NFL on Christmas Day. I know the NBA kind of crowd and the NFL crowd were having a little bit of beef since the NFL has encroached upon Christmas Day, which has been an NBA staple for a long time. And LeBron James even went as far as to say, hey, NFL, Christmas is our day. Well, that's great. The NBA had some pretty good numbers too. Lakers Warriors was one of their most watched one of their most watched regular season games in general in years. But I mean, it was like 6 million compared to 65 million. So whether you like it or not, LeBron James, the NFL is going to take over Christmas, and you're just going to have to deal with it. Because I mean, the NBA won the actual product war. There was a bunch of great games. I mean, you saw it. Dueling 40-pointers in the Spurs-Knicks game. The Wolves almost blew a freaking 28-point lead in the fourth quarter. And then obviously we had the instant Christmas classic in Steph Curry versus LeBron James. And we don't know how many more times we're going to get that. So I think there's room for both. This isn't a Bloods and Crips situation. There's no beef or diss tracks needed. The NFL and the NBA can coexist.
Let me tell you something. I hope they have their little battle there and they fight it out. And and that's the one thing I love about the National Hockey League. Would I have loved to have watched hockey over that span? Absolutely. Am I glad I didn't have to work any of it?
Right.
100%. So have your little basketball and your NFL, and they can have dueling turf wars. That's fine. The NHL will just stay on the sideline and wait patiently for the 27th to roll around.
And you guys got your own holiday little event coming up. It's the first.
It's not just a little holiday event, as you say.
Event,
the Winter Classic.
The Winter Classic.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess, yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. Kevin Falness, do you have a dog? Are you a pet guy?
I do have a dog. I have a couple dogs. I have 4 dogs.
Actual animals or just homies? Like DAWG
no,
or
actual dogs.
DOG? Okay. Thank you. Would you ever want to talk to your dog if that was an option, Kevin Falness? Would you talk to your dog? Would you
We do
converse
talk
with
to
your
our
dog?
dogs. Would I like them to talk back to me? No, they've seen some stuff I don't want to hear from my dogs.
Well, we might be closer to that future than you think, Kevin Falness, because a new study from UC San Diego it shows that dogs trained to use soundboards can put together 2-word button combinations that go beyond random behavior or a simple imitation of their owners. So technically, dogs can, if given the opportunity, learn to sort of communicate and talk. So if you could say anything, if you could start a conversation for the very first time, a 2-way conversation with your dog.
I'm sorry. That's what I'm going to say. I'm sorry. I didn't know. I knew you could see, but I didn't know you could compute what was happening. So, yeah, I would say I was sorry. Would probably how I started.
Closed the bathroom door.
Yeah, believe me. I don't want to talk to my dogs.
I talked to John Bonus's dog, but we were both super baked, and she talked back. So I don't know which one of us was hallucinating, but I did end up talking to a dog. But we're closer than ever to that reality, and we're closer than ever to talking Minnesota Wild hockey.
All right.
Are you ready for that? Let's do it around the corner. I got Kevin Falness here. We're going to talk hockey before a little program password at the bottom of the hour. Kevin Falness versus Kevin Falness and Brett Blakemore versus Carly and Haley. That'll be coming up in just a short bit, but it's Minnesota Wild hockey around the corner.
Head over to NFLshop.com for the largest collection of officially licensed gear from all your favorite brands. NFL Shop is your ultimate gifting destination for jerseys, t-shirts, headwear, and more. Take your game day style to the next level with the best selection of NFL gear anywhere. Show off your team pride this holiday season with styles fit for the whole family. To shop now, go to NFLshop.com.
Come hang out with the Power Trips. Max Fuller, who's in right now. Tonight, Casper's in Eagan for a Wolves watch party. Get there at 7 to watch your Timberwolves in action. To sign up for your chance to qualify for first-round playoff tickets next year. Full details now, KFAN.com, keyword calendar. Max, tell us all about it.
Casper's in Eagan. It's going down. We're partying. Well, if you're not a party animal, we can just chill as well. Well, we're hanging out at Casper's in Eagan, watching the Wolves take on the Houston Rockets. As Brett Blakemore said, you can win a chance to win playoff tickets in the first round this year if the Wolves get to the playoffs. Or you can win some free KFAN swag. Either way, you can win some stuff, enjoy great food, drinks, and prizes. So come hang out. Casper's in Eagan. But right now we're hanging out at 1600 Utica Ave in St. Louis Park. You're back in tune with Worst Case Scenario Radio. Max Fuller, Brett Blakemore filling in for the Common Man Dan Cole. And if you thought the show was bad before, well, you ain't seen nothing yet, because our next guest is the worst of the worst. He doesn't really know a damn thing about hockey, but we all feel bad for him and just pretend that he does.
What a promo.
Wow.
He is the one, the only, the incomparable Kevin Falness.
Thank God I have no ego. I'd walk right out that door.
Falness, how the hell are you? What did Santa bring you this year?
You know what? It was fun. It was nice. The only thing that could have been better is to watch a little hockey, like I said, over that 3-day break. But other than that, got a chance to spend some time with my family, my extended family. My boys got visited by Santa. I didn't have to talk to my dogs. Everything was great. It was great.
So you didn't ask for anything specific under the tree this year, Kevin Falness?
What I want isn't under the tree.
Talk about it, brother. Now you're talking about language.
No, it was good, though. We had a great time. We had my parents over on Christmas Eve, and then we all went to my parents' house on Christmas Day, spent time with my sister's family, my parents. It was all good. So Well, did a little skating, just like I'm sure you and your family did.
Oh, yeah, of course.
A little outdoor rink action.
Oh, yeah, of course. I got the outdoor rink in my apartment. People don't like it. It's in the middle of the street, but, you got to do what you got to do when you're a hardcore skater.
You're just calling car? You
didn't have to work on Christmas, but you will be working tonight when the Minnesota Wild take on the Dallas Stars. 7 o'clock puck drop, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
6:45.
6:45 pregame puck drops at 7:08. It's this is the bad part about having 3 days off. They can't do anything the 23rd, 24th, the 24th, 25th, or 26th. So if you happen to be on the road on the 27th, they had to fly out day of. They left, I think, St. Paul at 7 o'clock this morning.
Wow.
Skated, and now they'll play tonight against a divisional opponent who's well rested and relaxed on their home ice against, one of those teams that the Wild struggle against in the Central Division. So, and then throw the icing on top of that cake, then the fact that there's no Kirill Kaprizov. He's apparently dealing with a lower body injury. So the news just keeps getting better here as we go into this
Seriously.
battle.
Do we know, I didn't get a chance to catch the last game. Did something happen, or do we know it just came out of nowhere?
I don't know that it came out of nowhere. Maybe it's something that he's been dealing with, but he's played through it. I think he's missed one game this year, so he won't be available tonight. That means Matt Boldy will jump on the top line with Zuccarello and Marco Rossi, and everything will be in flux. You'll have a completely all AHL fourth line, and it is what it is. So you're missing Kaprizov, you're missing Jules Eriksson, your best offensive player in Kaprizov, your best two-way player in Jules Eriksson, and one of your better defensemen in Jake Middleton. So at least they got Trenyon and they got Gustafsson back, but this team's been going through it. I don't think Brett Blakemore, my program password partner, I don't think he likes Yakov Trenyon.
At least they've got Trenyon back. We can always bank on that.
Yeah, I know you don't like him because he doesn't blow up the box score, but what he does bring something to this team that maybe you don't realize just by watching the box scores. And I know that's something that John Hines and the team covet. So there is something to be said for Yakov Trenyon being out there.
Do you think Kaprizov's just wear and tear? Like just over the course?
I couldn't even speculate on it because I didn't know that he was dealing with anything. I just hope it's minor. Hopefully, he gets an extra day off, doesn't have to travel to Dallas and be ready for the Senators on Sunday. If it goes and prolongs into this week, then I'm starting to get nervous. That's the guy you can't lose. And you're already down Jules Eriksson, who you can't be without. And you dealt without Philip Gustafsson for a while. You can't lose that guy. This would be the worst case scenario. You lose Kirill Kaprizov for any length of time.
Well, and they've already been struggling as of late. Even when Kaprizov was on the ice, they've lost something like 4 out of the last 5.
Yeah, they got the monkey off their back with the win over the Blackhawks going into the holiday break. But those 4 straight losses were tough, and they have, not to make excuses for them, but the injuries have not helped their situation. So they're not playing up to the level that they were when they were healthy, and especially early in the season when they were dealing with. They were handling their business despite being without some healthy bodies, but it's caught up to them now. So they're going through it, and all they can do is put one skate in front of the other and hopefully get the best result possible tonight. Then they're back home for a couple of games, finish off 2024.
I know it's never that simple. There's always a bunch of factors at play. But do you think that is the main thing over this last couple weeks or so? It's injuries. There's nothing standing out to you about the play on the ice.
I don't feel like there is. There are issues that are cropping up. Their penalty kill is horrible, but they're without a couple of their best PK personnel in Jules Eriksson, Jake Middleton, so on and so forth. The power play has had its struggles, but again, everything's discombobulated. You can't get any continuity going right now, and I think that's part of the injury situation. Again, that's excuse-making 101, I get it, but it's a reality. It's not who's gone, it's when they're gone, and right now they're missing some key pieces, and it's not helping.
In that 4-game losing streak, but beyond that, there was, before the Blackhawks game, there was an 18-period stretch where the Wild did not score a goal with Kaprizov on the bench. Every single goal had Kaprizov on the ice in some way, shape, or form. I think he contributes to like 48% of the points.
He's pretty good.
The Wild, he's very good. But my problem is that there's just not a lot of scoring going on outside of that line. Now, I think they did get 2 of their goals against Chicago.
Yep.
But now, rubber meets the road because Kaprizov's not only on the bench, he's not even in the state. He's at home. So How do you feel like that's still a major concern going into tonight?
Well, this team is pretty ordinary without Kirill Kaprizov.
Yeah.
I'm not breaking any news there. But you're right. So the depth scoring did get in on the action against the Blackhawks. I don't have the box score in front of me, but they got a couple of goals from the blue line. Brock Faber scored, and I think it was Jared Spurgeon. So that's great. You get that depth scoring, and that's something that this team needs. You can't all be about the top line. I feel like Matt Boldy struggled here a little bit as of late as well, and that's not helping matters because that's supposed to be your big 1-2 punch, 97 into Matt Boldy. And right now, Boldy's not holding up his end of the bargain. And you're going to need him tonight. I don't know how they survive in Dallas tonight. All things considered, you're without Kirill Kaprizov, you're traveling day of game, and you're having to strap it on after 3 days completely off from the ice. So I'm anxious to see what happens tonight. Hopefully they get through it. Maybe they can get a point out of Big D and then come home for a 2-game homestand against two winnable opponents, but Ottawa's actually playing some pretty decent hockey here as of late.
Falness, a couple more for you before we get to Progrum password. You just been talking about it, about the Wild's injuries, so depth might be something that they're looking to shore up here as the trade deadline approaches. I was just reading an article this morning, and one of the names floated around was Islanders forward Brock Nelson. I'm not familiar. I'm not familiar with his game.
Typing around on NHL.com as you tend to do on any day.
I'm the hockey ambassador around here. I'm just trying to play it coy, like I don't know about hockey. I'm going to leave Brock Nelson mind 100%. As well. So, what do you think the Wild? That's the type of player. I don't know if you're familiar with him.
I am familiar with him. He's one of us.
He's one of us.
Even though he played at North Dakota, he grew up in Warroad and has been a storied veteran in the National Hockey League for many, many years. I have no idea about the salary cap implications, how they make it work. Would they love a guy like that on this roster? 100%. I don't see how they wouldn't. But I don't know. It feels like we're a long ways away. I think right now, the big key is to get healthy and then make your way towards the Four Nations tournament, take another deep breath, and then get ready for the trade deadline and then the playoff push. This team, luckily, what they've done is they've established a little bit of breathing room, a little bit of cushion with their phenomenal start to the season that nobody saw coming. Now they're coming back to reality a little bit as they go through this injury bug. But once they get through this, they got to figure out a way to get back to where they were and make a charge at the Central Division. That'd be fantastic. No one saw it coming, but you got to take care of business against those three boogeymen in the Central Division: Winnipeg, Colorado, and Dallas. These are the teams that they're having struggles with over the last couple of seasons. You get a chance to, take a swing at one of them tonight in Big D.
Yeah, I'm looking at the line combinations for Dallas, and I think the separation is, Robertson is on the first line. Duchesne is on the second line. Jamie Benn, Wyatt Johnston on the third line. They can spread the love because they have enough offensive talent. They don't just rely on, one or two players to. Wyatt Johnston on their third line, he had 65 points last year. Yeah. That's, to me, that in the Wild, just for whatever reason, have not gone down that route. We've got Kaprizov, so we're going to sign your Trenyans and your Laukos and just
but
be hard
they
to
haven't
play
had
against.
The money to spend here as of late. Well, that's part of the reason why it's kind of surprising that they're able to cobble together the record that they have. They don't have the money to spend like some of the teams, like a Dallas, for example, does. So, I think that's part of it, right? So, and then, by the way, look at how Dallas has played here as of late. They're fourth place in the Central Division. They're roughly 500 over their last dozen games. So, as glitzy as their roster is, they're not playing up to expectations either. So, I don't know. I wouldn't go over the top heaping all that praise upon them. That said, the Wild are going to be up against it tonight.
Kevin Falness, as much as we'd love to hear you espouse on the Minnesota Wild, we'll get plenty of that around 6:45. That's when the Wild pregame starts tonight, right?
It's going to be amazing. KFAN.com/listen, or if you're driving around. By the way, we're on Cool 108 on Sunday because those Vikings are taking over these airways. So you can join us on that one for the return home when the Wild host the Ottawa Senators. Hopefully the return of Kirill Kaprizov and more news, Zach.
We do look very similar.
No, very similar. Max.
We get mistaken all the time.
Beyond the Pond returns on January 4th.
Let's go.
Can you believe it?
I can't wait.
I can't wait. I've been talking to Pat Micheletti every day about the return of Beyond the Pond. I got goosebumps thinking about it.
I'm sorry that you've been talking to Pat Micheletti every day.
Has been talking to me about it.
I'm sure he has. #Jack.
Well, coming up next, we'll hear more from you, but in a different setting. We got Program Password, Kevin Falness, Brett Blakemore taking on Carly and Haley. Don't miss it. You can listen right here on KFAN.
Head over to NFLshop.com for the largest collection of officially licensed gear from all your favorite brands. NFL Shop is your ultimate gifting destination for jerseys, t-shirts, headwear, and more. Take your game day style to the next level with the best selection of NFL gear anywhere. Show off your team pride this holiday season with styles fit for the whole family. To shop now, go to NFLshop.com.
Welcome back to KFAN. Max Fuller and Brett Blakemore filling in for the common man, Dan Cole. And while the show may be a little different today, one thing is always and forever, and that is Progrum Password. We got Brett Blakemore teaming up with Kevin Falness. Kevin, you still doing all right over there?
Yeah, we're fine.
Brett Blake, you guys haven't strangled each other yet?
No, we have no expectations.
It's not going to be that bad, Falness.
It won't be that good.
We'll be okay. Gosh.
The hopes are very high with Team Minnesota Wild, and they'll be taking on Haley Darling, first-time player, alongside Carly Aplin, a Program Password legend. How y'all doing?
What up, my friend?
Hello. Happy to be here.
Happy
Nervous.
belated birthday, too.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, stop talking. I mean, can you stop talking
Can I stop talking about it? I got to mention Jesus every now and then.
Yeah, please bring in Jesus when you talk about that day.
For those out of the loop, a text. I didn't even bring up my birthday yesterday.
Yeah.
Alec Lewis did, and I talked about it for 2 seconds, and a texter texted in and said, Max, how bad do you want people to know your birthday is on Christmas? Try mentioning Jesus for a while.
That's enough, Max.
You don't actually mention Jesus enough.
I said that's a fair criticism. I guess I haven't tried that yet. So
how dare you?
I've always said that.
You do always say that. It's almost like your catchphrase at this point.
I'm so excited. This is your first time, Haley.
It's your first time,
It
Haley.
is, and I studied the thesaurus all last night, so I think I am adequately prepared for sure.
Are y'all ready?
Yes.
Let's
ready for this?
Let's just go.
Password. Come on, give the password. Give the password.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to play Progrum Password. Here's your host,
2024's Minnesota's most eligible bachelor, Max Fuller.
Hey. That was a seamless edit.
Wow. Can't believe I won again. Appreciate the people of Minnesota. It is Program Password. I am filling in for the lovely and beautiful Tenebisi. I am your host for Program Password, as I just said. Brett Blakemore will be taking on Kevin Falness. Kevin Falness is often called the worst Program Password player of all time.
No, Muss is worse. Zach is worse. I'm not the worst.
Whoa, Zacco. Some
Yes,
shots
he
fired at
agrees.
Zacco.
He knows. It's not a secret. I'm not the worst. I'm not great, but I'm not the worst.
Not the worst. Well, there's that. You always have that, Kevin Falls. You'll be teaming up with Brett Blakemore. Brett, are you aware of your record?
I
of
am.
Program Password?
I'm 1-1, batting 500.
That ain't bad.
Me and Lil B won. You and me, Max, we lost. It was not good. We got embarrassed, but that's fine. No, and I'm in the big chair, which is a little wild.
A little intimidating,
I feel powerful. Right? There's a lot going on here.
That is a lot of power there.
Yeah, I know. Feels good.
And you guys will be taking on Carly and Haley. Carly, you play pretty frequently. What's your record at this game at this point?
I have no idea what the record is, but I think I'm like a 50-50-ish. I don't know.
That ain't bad.
Do you know what my? Do you not know?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
Then my record is amazing.
Right, you're undefeated. You've never lost.
I have a great record.
Well, technically, Haley is undefeated as well. She's never played before. She's making her Program Password debut.
And I think it's a good sign because Carly and I showed up in the exact same outfit, but we did not plan it. So I think that means we're on the same wavelength today.
The vibes are already better than Falness and Brett Blakemore.
100%.
I have great vibes. I'm waiting on Falness to catch up with me.
We'll do our
ready
best.
to girls rule.
All right,
girls rule, boys rule.
Let's play. I'm going to need Brett Blakemore and Haley Darling to please mute your headsets. The password is triple. Okay, to follow in the tradition of Tenebee, Haley and Carly, you guys will have the option first. What do you want to do?
Second.
All right. Kevin Falness and Brett Blakemore for 10.
Double.
You.
Where are the cameras?
Haley and Carly for 9.
3.
2.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God.
Hang on.
Still here.
Say anything.
All right. Falness and Brett for
Threesome.
8.
Triple?
Yes. Hit the button.
Yeah, man. The pregnant pause there.
Threesome?
I don't know. You said say anything.
I know, but I was going to say triple, and you almost threw me. But all right.
After Brett Blakemore gave, I'm not going to lie, one of the all-time worst answers.
You.
I thought it was going to be a layup for
pretty amazing.
Haley and Carly.
Me too.
They don't ask how, they ask how many, and that's 8.
Yeah, we'll take 8.
Kevin and Brett hop out to an 8-0 lead. Falness and Carly, please mute your headsets. The password is Western. Okay. Haley and Carly, what do you guys want to do?
We'll go first.
All right, Haley and Carly for 10.
Eastern.
European.
All right, Falness and Brett
My
for
favorite
9.
ladies.
Opposite.
Western.
Come on, Falness.
European. Wow.
The Eastern Bloc, Bosnia, anywhere over there will do.
This is going to be an interesting couple of minutes here.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Oh, my.
Off to a hot start here with all these guesses.
You know, that was an excellent clue.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I tried.
I'm sorry about that.
It is 17-0.
We'll be able to kill the whole show playing like this, by the way.
I'm dead.
Falness and Brett take a 17-0 lead. Brett Blakemore and Haley, please mute your headsets for you, boy. The password is PAL. All right. Haley, Carly, what do you guys want to do?
We'll go first.
All right, Haley and Carly for 10.
Gal.
Pal.
Wow.
Brilliant. Well done, girlfriend.
Yeah, that was impressive.
That was good.
Gal.
That's what I would call you, so that works.
A gal
right?
pal.
You're my gal pal.
Is that the team name? Or did you guys just naturally
about it.
discover
The gal
the gal
pals.
pals?
The GPs.
Now I feel better. Now I know we're not going to get skunked, so I feel
we're good.
I feel
Don't worry
better.
about it.
Okay.
All you needed to see
good.
is one basket go in, and
Yeah,
now
that's
it's looking
Floodgates are
gigantic.
open, my
Floodgates are open.
There
It
has
is-
been a skunk game before in this game, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, you're not
uncommon.
you're not the
You're
worst
out of that,
already.
yeah, you're out of
thank
that
God.
territory.
We just wanted to give
No,
you
you
guys
guys
a
are
little
good.
hope.
Yes.
And
Now we're
then
going to
just
crush
Strike us
it.
down. Yeah.
Carly and Haley are on the board. It is 17-10. Falness and Carly, mute your headsets, please. The password is Chase. All right. Haley, Carly, what do you guys want to do?
We'll go second.
All right. Brett Blakemore and Kevin Falness for 10.
Pursue.
Chase. All right.
Come on.
What's going on?
That was a great clue, Brett.
That was a really good clue.
That was
Thank
great.
you. I have to make up for that first guess.
That was pretty bad.
I'm going to cut it out from the podcast.
It was pretty bad.
Yeah, it was not good. Here we go, though. Come on.
See, Falness,
Settle down.
you were doubting yourself. Look,
I was not doubting. I was doubting him.
You were saying I'm
And
the
us.
worst password player of all time. I'm going to lose this game. You were just saying that.
I
like
said
5
we
minutes
are
ago.
completely opposite. That's all I said. So, but
We found some
right.
depth scoring here.
We
Falness,
did. We
from
did.
The, from the
You're
bottom
trending
six.
on Goudreau. We'll be fine.
It is 27-10. Kevin Falness and Brett Blakemore lead the game. I'm sure most of you in the audience are familiar, but first one to 80 is the winner here. So I'm going to need Brett and Haley to mute your headsets, please. The password is record. Okay. Haley, Carly, you guys are going to have the option for at least a little bit here. What do you guys want to do?
We're going to try first.
Okay. Haley and Carly for 10.
Album.
Record.
It's a good one.
I mean, we're just kind of like casually coming back.
You guys are just hanging out.
The GP's got this.
We got
GP's got this. If you guys ain't getting nothing if it ain't a 10.
No.
We are 10.
10's only, right?
10's only.
Right.
10's only.
A
10's
duo
only.
of dimes. 10's only.
And me and Falness are...
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
You guys got around an 8.
I'll take an 8.
You're averaging.
Yeah, I'll take an 8.
That's
Okay.
a B. That's
Love
a B
it.
right there.
Okay.
All right, it is 27-20. Kevin Falness and Brett Blakemore still have a lead, but a narrow lead nonetheless. Falness and Carly, could you guys please mute your headsets? We'll do a couple more before the break here. The password is artificial. All right. Haley and Carly, you guys still have the option. What do you guys want to do?
We'll go first.
All right, Haley and Carly for 10.
Fake.
Not real.
Brett Blakemore and Falness for 9.
Synthetic.
Pretend.
Haley and Carly for 8.
Unreal.
Manufactured.
Brett and Falness for 7.
Turf.
Artificial.
That's a great clue.
Thank you.
That's a really good clue. Oh my gosh. I didn't even think about that one.
Well, I was waiting for, if it was just turf on its own, I don't know if you would have got it.
No.
So that was a late clue.
That was
That
tough.
was brilliant.
Thank you.
Artificial is tough.
Oh, Guards, you don't look at me like that, like you're ashamed of me over there.
Guardsy's like, man, if I was in this game right now.
Guardsy would be crushing.
Guardsy's looking at it like Michael Jordan watching a JV game. He's like, I'd be dunking on these fools right now.
Sorry, you got a great education.
He went to 5 schools. He should have a great education.
It's like, let me grab my trophies from my cubicle.
Yeah. Some of us went to St. Claude Tech.
Or Normandale Community College.
Stearns
Representing
County.
right here. Falness and Brett Blakemore lead. It is 34-20. Let's do one more before halftime. Brett Blakemore and Haley, please mute your headsets. The password is leash. Okay. Carly, Haley, what do you guys want to do?
Second.
All right. Brett Blakemore and Kevin Falness for 10.
Collar.
Carly and Haley for 9.
Dog.
Leash.
Damn it. I shouldn't have gave you a
I don't know if I
collar.
was going to do guy. I don't know. I didn't know what to do there, but you, my friend.
That was a second word one
Yeah.
right there.
The first thing I thought of was like a button-up shirt or like a collar. That's the first thing. God. All right.
Well, that was dumb.
It's a back and forth affair. Kevin Falness and Brett Blakemore lead 34-29. We got a little bit of a barn burner here. Second half of Program Password is coming up next, right after these messages.
You wake up, put on your Ray-Ban Meta glasses. You're living all in. You realize you need coffee. So you say,
Hey, Meta, how do I make a latte?
Brew 2 shots of espresso.
after Meta AI gets you caffeinated, you're ready for some beats.
Hey, Meta, play hip-hop music.
You head to meet some friends, but can't remember the place.
Hey, Meta, call Eva.
Ray-Ban Meta glasses, the next generation of AI glasses. Just say, hey, Meta, to harness the power of Meta AI. Shop now at meta.com/smartglasses.
Make someone's holiday unforgettable with the Vizio 50-inch 4K Smart TV, now just $238 at Walmart. Experience stunning clarity that brings movie marathons to life like never before. With Watch Free Plus built in, enjoy free live and on-demand TV right out of the box. Plus, stream all your favorite holiday songs with the iHeartRadio app. Whether it's a gift for a friend or an upgrade to your own setup, this 4K TV offers impressive features that still fit your holiday budget. Don't wait. Get your Vizio 50-inch 4K Smart TV at Walmart for just $238 today.
Can't be home for the game?
Caught for the touchdown!
NFL Plus has you covered with live, local, and primetime games on the go.
What a game he's had.
On your mobile device, you can access live, local Sunday afternoon games and all the primetime action from Thursday night football, Sunday night football, and Monday night football.
Tonight was definitely their night.
Sign up for NFL Plus today at plus.nfl.com. Subscription required for NFL Plus. Terms and conditions apply.